2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. Always a pleasure, and I mean that, to be here with Kenny and Shaq. And coming right up, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Pheonix Suns. And guys, for the Suns, they lost game 1 in this matchup earlier this season. They'll see them 4 times in all, looking to even the series with a win tonight. Guys, when you look at the numbers Russell Westbrook has put up the last couple of seasons, very few players in history have done what he's done.
Anyway, Ernie, his numbers are huge, and he's done it more officially than in the past. I agree. The one-of-a-kind player who doesn't get enough credit for how great he's been, this kid can play. SLN, baby, SLN.
Shaq-like numbers.
That's right.
Oh, you're ahead of the game, Ernest.
Thank you.
I'll tell you, Westbrook, for me, if he gets some rings under his belt, let's say he wins a couple championships, he could be an all-time great. The numbers he puts up, the energy that he plays at, the diversity in his game, give him some rings, he could be in the all-time great conversation.
Are you the final say? Are you the judge and jury in terms of all-time greats?
I was going to say I agree with him, Ernie. My stomach just hurting from the breakfast tacos I had early this morning.
You got to stop eating those breakfast tacos, man. Ask Kevin Harlan.
That's funny.
He eats them every morning. Kev.
No, that's just my...
You can try and get me next time. Dang.
It's time for some hoops at the Chesapeake Energy Arena, home of the Thunder here in downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. With Craig Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will join us from the sidelines. Thrilled to be back in Oklahoma City. The Thunder ready for that home court advantage. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
Kevin, I'll tell you what, they've actually been terrific on their home court, and they're starting another homestand here today.
As we look forward to the playoffs, they call it the second season. Doris, what do you look for in a playoff team to reach that level of success?
I think what you see over the course of an 82-game regular season schedule is you see teams build their habits, and most of those habits start on the defensive end of the floor. If you look traditionally at NBA champions, you can go back a long time and find that the best teams and the ones that have won championships have been consistently in the top third from all of the defensive metrics. So that's, habits, defense, and then in today's NBA stars, you've got to have, I think, at least 2 and sometimes 3, depending on how big your stars are.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Prez, he's in at power forward. Devin Booker out there with Young. Then it's DJ Warren, and it's Bender in at the 5. Now here's Booker. He's coming off a 13-point game against San Antonio. That's good for Bender on the assist by Warren. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Outside Westbrook. Over to the left wing. And the basket by Morrow. Young with the ball. He had 13 points in the win against San Antonio.
And it wasn't only his scoring. The intensity on defense. He nabbed 3 steals that night.
Now, here is Young. Here's Bender. Bucket is good. Bender's got his second bucket.
And Bender is certainly a work in progress down there, but when he gets good position, he uses his body well to get the shot he wants.
Young with the steal. Passes it to Prez. beyond the arc. And Oladipo pulls it down. Outside Westbrook. From deep, Ilyasova. Pheonix grabs the miss. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
Yeah, and what a gut wrencher it was for them last time they met. Ended up on the losing side in that one.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, I got a few minutes with Billy Donovan. They have won their one matchup against this team so far. He said the first order of business was for them to score against a very tough shot-blocking team inside. He said in a game like this, you can't turn down perimeter looks. They could be the key to victory. We'll see if he's right, Kevin.
All right, David. Well, guys, they're thinking mainly about how to tackle the defense they're facing.
And that's got to be the focus. It takes a lot of game planning to come up with ways to put points on the board consistently against these guys.
You know, that's why they have to be patient when they're running their sets. This is a defense that rattles people. You've got to be able to keep your poise and not allow them to frustrate you.
4 on the clock. Young. That was enough space for Young to convert the deep ball.
And Young can knock those down if you give him the chance.
And the Thunder from 2011 to 2014 made the Western Conference Finals twice, as well as the NBA Finals, while still one of the youngest teams in the league. They had, Greg, all the makings of a dynasty.
You felt like they were destined to win a championship and maybe multiple ones. Now you're not so sure. It's a tough business, and being very good often isn't good enough.
Oladipo against Booker. Now, here is Young. He's guarded closely. Prez dishes to Young. And it's Prez, top of the key. Now the feed to Bender. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
If you're the coach, you hope it's a wake-up call. Get them to tighten things up on the inside and start protecting the rim with a little bit more authority.
Now, here's Westbrook. Looks a big high bounce and goes in.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick-fire release.
He really has to get it off that quickly. Any hesitation when you're giving up that kind of size, it's almost sure to get blocked.
Bender. It's hauled in by Adams.
Yeah, terrific all-around effort from the defense. They were not going to let him finish over them.
Lets it go from 11 to the inside. Ilyasova hits the bucket. Ilyasova's got 5 points so far.
And a nice...
Come on, let's go. Westbrook is forcing the issue, gentlemen. We need to step up our defense. They will keep feeding him on the block until we give them a reason to stop. So as soon as he gets the ball, we're bringing the double. No easy buckets now, all right? We got this.
That really took a toll on this group.
You talk about the injuries for the Suns. Last season, only 4 players missed fewer than 10 games. Wow.
How about Kevin? 23 players took the court in a Suns uniform. There was a hospital ward on the sidelines watching. And you have to look at the positives, though, right? Devin Booker was able to accelerate his development, but you have to hope that the basketball gods smile on them a bit more this season.
Now, here's Knight. And right now, he's averaging about 7 points a game. Here's Westbrook. The pass to Cantor. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Boy, he's heating up fast coming out of the gate. 4 out of 5 from the field.
Here's Morrow. Rebounded by Dudley.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
Boy, if you're going to challenge him in the lane, you better go strong.
Prez with the bucket. And one note to me, this team recently waived Denver Lemons. A bit of a surprise given how big a role he played in the chemistry in the team.
And everyone on this team is a pro, but you have to wonder if it will slightly impact how they play. I know Prez and others were tight with Levens, and it's never easy to lose a guy you're close with.
And the Thunder with some changes. Nick Collison's checked in for Steven Adams. Roberson comes in for Anthony Morrow. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Victor Oladipo. Prez with the bucket. And on a team full of rookies like this one, the Prez and Young and so on, just how big, guys, can the rookie wall be in terms of slowing up their momentum?
I mean, they're going to feel it. I know Prez has been feeling it for a bit, and it's not something that you can just get over quickly. You have to have a health plan and stick to it to overcome that dip in production.
Suns leading by 5. Knight kicks to Young. Here's Bender, and yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
And Bender's one of those guys just oozing with potential. A big man who runs the floor well and uses his size down close to the basket.
And he can't hit the second. Well, Doris, the NBA is consistently evolving, changing. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They've got Victor Oladipo, Ilyasova out there with Adams. Then it's Payne, and it's Morrow in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Dudley the pass to Prez. Booker outside. Lets it fly from 18. That's good from Prez on the assist by Booker.
You know, for a shoot-first guy early in his career, Booker's been tremendous finding the open man.
Here's Bender. The Thunder pull it in. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
There has to be a willingness to take chances, jumping for steals, getting out in passing lanes, and all of that worked in their favor.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Prez in their last game against the Spurs was all business. He ended with 16 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. And most important for him beyond his own individual performance was helping his team break its losing streak.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard-charging effort.
It's become the expectation from this guy, not just the productivity, but the leadership.
The Suns have not yet made a free throw in the game, 0 of 2 so far. Good on both. Thunder trailing by 7. Payne dishes to Ilyasova. And the foul called on Justice Young.
I'm Prez.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Foul number
Presidential
2.
pardon.
And with so much time left in the second, he really needs to guard against picking up a third.
Here's Morrow. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Utah.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Kicks to Prez. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And it's Young finishing it off.
And with Prez, you get it all. Outstanding passes to his guys who have clean looks at the basket.
The Thunder have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Screen by Adams. Out to the right wing. The 11-footer. That's tipped. Now, here is Young. He's got 8. And here's Booker from the arc. The Thunder pull it in. Adams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Adams sets the pick for Oladipo. Feeds to Adams. Oladipo outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cans the tough leaner from the outside. Oladipo's got 6 in the quarter.
You know, rough start for him, but he seems to have turned the corner here in the second period.
Now Cal Prez. He had 16 points in the win against San Antonio. And here's Payne. Ilyasova, a screen on Young. Payne kicks to Ilyasova. It's good. And now it's only a 5-point Pheonix lead. For Pheonix, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. And finished off by Prez.
And what about
you
the
saw that one,
vertical
Pops.
press there, just leaping up for the forceful slam.
And Jared Dudley has always been a player who seemingly plays Doris larger than his size.
And it isn't so much that Dudley is a power forward, Kevin. He's only
I'm
6'7",
Prez.
but he
I
can
approve
give
that
you minutes
steal.
there and not hurt your team.
Residential
And
party.
with so many teams needing to have a small ball lineup as an option, Dudley allows a coach to make that move if the time calls for it. I mean, the versatility Dudley brings to a rotation is one of the most valuable aspects about having him on your roster.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in, pushing it up. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It goes on Devin Booker. For Oklahoma City, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line. Every year, they'll always put out an NBA survey of who is the toughest to guard. No surprise that Russell Westbrook is almost always at the top of the list in those surveys. He just, Greg, strikes fear in opposing defenders.
And Kevin, it's a result of several factors in terms of why he tops that list. He has the game and the body to punish you for all 4 quarters, and he never lets up in his intensity. And also a knack for putting players who are caught sleeping on posters. It is both physically and mentally draining guarding a guy like Westbrook.
Pheonix leading by 3. And Young kicks it to Tucker. Back to Young. There's the dish to Prez. Shot from 12. And Adams sends it back. Here's Ilyasova. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. A lot of great defensive-minded coaches, too, in the NBA. Who stands out there for you?
Boy, this is Tom Thibodeau for me,
Yes.
right? I mean, he changes the way, you talk about taking away boxes and elbows in the NBA, loading up to ball side, giving up contested twos. That's Tom Thibodeau.
Attention to detail.
No question.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Ennis Cantor's checked in for Steven Adams. Collison comes in for Anthony Morrow. And it's Roberson in for Victor Oladipo. And for the Suns, Tyson Chandler. He's checked in for Bender. And it's Barbosa in for Devin Booker. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Chris, it's a tie game in Oklahoma City. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Let's go, gentlemen. We still have one more half. Defense, I need you keyed in on Westbrook right now. They will keep feeding him on the block until we give them a reason to stop. So as soon as he gets the ball, we're bringing the double. No easy buckets. Now let's get out there and win this game.
An aerial view of downtown as we return you to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, with the Great Plains stretching off in the distance. Now, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Great performance by Dragan Bender.
He created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
The 2 E's, efficient and effective performance from him. Not needing a lot of looks to make a huge difference in the scoring column.
Here's who Earl Watson is starting the second half with. Prez in at power forward. Young is out there with Booker. Then there's Bender, and it's Warren in at the 3, the small forward. Ilyasova up top, shoots from 12. And it's Pheonix with the rebound. Bender's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Young kicks to Prez. Kicks it out to Booker. Prez passes to Bender. Suns moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Prez no good. The Thunder with the lead. Westbrook dishes to Ilyasova. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Ilyasova's got 10 points.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
I think defensively, they've got to get their heads in the game. Judging by that play, they've come out of the locker room a little lethargic.
Now here's Booker. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And that one, good.
Yeah, releasing the ball at its highest point, that allows Booker to drain jumpers over people.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems at times that Russell Westbrook can put up a triple-double at will. But he said, everybody thinks that I care about numbers and things like that, but I really don't. I don't think about who shoots, how many times they shoot. That really doesn't matter to me. I just like to win. All that matters is if we win. Kevin?
Thanks, D8, one of the most competitive players in the NBA. And here's Booker after the three-pointer from Victor Oladipo. There's the pick. Young for three. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 11.
What a tremendous stroke on the three ball. Young's range is lethal.
And Oladipo kicks to Adams to the inside. Westbrook, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Young passes to Prez. He feeds it to Warren. At the elbow, Prez. Pass to Booker for the tie. And the Suns tack on two more. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Westbrook with it. 10 points for him. Oladipo outside. Dishes it to Ilyasova. Hits the front of the rim and out.
High quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
He didn't look comfortable going up, but he knew it was a good look. Had to take it.
Now, here is Young. 11 points in the game. For three, Booker. Another three for Pheonix.
Just remarkable vision. Young is so talented at spotting the open man.
And Oladipo kicks to Westbrook. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Back to Adams. Pass to Oladipo. Inside. Westbrook dishes to Ilyasova. And that one drops. Ilyasova's got 4 points this quarter. The Suns leading.
Well, certainly with 2 lottery picks, including a top 4 draft pick this year, last year's great pickup of Devin Booker, there's a good mix of young talent in Pheonix. And best of all, they've got some veteran talent to go with it. I'm anxious to see, is this a team poised to make a big leap?
No easy buckets now. Hustle up. We've got to get Westbrook under control. He's camping out in our paint, and he's getting easy looks. I want us to bring the double team on the catch. Force him to make a quick decision down low. Understood? Defense, fellas. Defense. Come on now, let's go.
Dennis Cantor's checked in for Ilyasova. Roberson comes in for Anthony Morrow. And it's Payne in for Victor Oladipo. Pheonix also making some changes. Dudley comes in for Warren. And Knight subbed in for Booker. Now here's Westbrook. 10 points for him. 2 points. That one goes.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he really carried the momentum from the last game right to this one. He is rolling.
Here's Bender. They lead by 1. Westbrook up top, defended by Young. Up again. Here's Cantor. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
No one near Prez as he lets it go. And it's Pheonix scoring again.
And I love the shot selection by Prez. Playing well within the offense there and burying a lot of buckets in the process.
Now here's Adams. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Roberson the pass to Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. Here's Roberson. The offensive rebound. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Adams has got his second basket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now Oladipo, here's Prez. He's covered by Cantor. Height for three. It's hauled in by Adams. The Thunder have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Roberson gets the bucket.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And Young kicks to Prez. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And so many different personalities in the NBA, Doris. You've gotten to know a lot of them. Who stands out as being some of the great players just to talk about the game within this league?
Well, LeBron James, I think, does a really nice job for me of answering questions in a very thoughtful manner. You'll see him just take a second to process whatever it is I've asked and then really try to give the fan at home a sense of what he was thinking in that particular matchup.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
He's a very, as you know, such a cerebral player, and that translates to the postgame.
And Kevin, what's remarkable to me about Westbrook is that as much as he is used in the...
Pheonix with the ball. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So the Thunder 5 right now. The Stash brothers, Cantor and Adams inside. Westbrook and Oladipo, the athletic backcourt duo. And it's Morrow in at the 3 spot. And thinking again about Westbrook and his high usage rate, it's incredible, Greg, because he still plays entirely efficient.
It's crazy. I mean, normally the more shots you take, the more your efficiency drops. But Westbrook seems to be free of that. It's a big reason why this team lets Westbrook do so much for them on the offensive end.
Here's Young. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Yeah, and Young has a beautiful touch from the mid-range, really sticking it to the D from there.
Outside Westbrook. He dishes it to Cantor. Floats one up. Bender with the rebound. Bender's got 7 rebounds in the game. The shot's good from Cantor.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
No, frankly, you shouldn't get them. He is not the player that you want to let beat you. That could be a costly mistake for this B.
Here's Prez. Unable to get that one. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Morrow kicks to Cantor. Oladipo outside. Take the lead. Booker pulls it in. The Suns shooting reasonably well, 45%. Young with no one around. Pheonix no good that time either. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Cantor kicks to Adams. There's a screen by Cantor. Pass to Westbrook. Oladipo against Booker. Releases. And it's Oladipo again missing. Booker dishes to Young. He kicks it to Warren. To the paint. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
And how about the precision there of Prez, keeping his balance and getting the shot off despite the obvious contact.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Ilyasovas checked in. That free throw good from Prez.
That one's for you, Mama.
Well, the NC State product, right? T.J. Warren, you like what he can do on the offensive end, and more importantly, how efficiently he does it. Rarely puts himself in a bad spot or takes a bad shot.
Westbrook kicks to Morrow. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And the basket is good. And that's now 19 points for Prez.
And Prez scores from anywhere, inside, outside. This guy does it all.
Oladipo, the pass to Westbrook. The feed now to Morrow. That It's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 9th assist in the game now.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And Oladipo kicks to Adams. Up and in on the layup. Adams has got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Prez dishes to Warren. At the elbow, Prez. The Suns need to get a shot off from about 16, and the call will be against Prez. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Thunder have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Here's Oladipo, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 2.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
Yeah, their ball movement has been superb with him on the floor, and so many of their baskets coming directly off one of his dimes.
For 3, Booker, and the call will be against Prez. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Sound mechanics, soft touch. Booker will be deadly from beyond the arc for a long, long time.
Oladipo outside. And the pass to Westbrook. And he goes big with a dunk right over Dragan Bender.
And that is a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game.
Ooh, well, I don't think he planned it too far in advance. That was one of those things, you know, Greg, that just happens. That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Can't cash in from close range. The Thunder have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Here's Oladipo. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Suns trail by 3. Young passes to Prez. He tries for 3. Kept alive. The Thunder have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the 4th quarter. And Oladipo kicks to Ilyasova. Takes it in. Bender with the rebound. Bender's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Feeds to Young. Launches a 3. Bender dishes to Booker. To the middle. Second shot opportunity. Bender, no good.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
That's your home. That's the area you simply have to protect.
And Oladipo kicks to Morrow. And the Thunder another 3.
Boy, you give him that kind of space, he's going to make you pay for it.
Suns trail by 6. Young passes to Prez. No good, unable to end this run.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Westbrook dishes to Oladipo. And Adams kicks to Oladipo. Screen by Adams. Oladipo outside. There's the dish to Westbrook. Baseline jumper. And it's Pheonix with the rebound. Bender's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Young passes to Prez. Back to Young. Kicks it to Prez. He feeds it to Warren. Here's Young. Right wing. Here's Bender. Drills it from outside.
And when the momentum of the game is up for grabs, Bender seizes the opportunity. Just spectacular at finding ways to score in these situations.
Westbrook pitch to Oladipo. And here's Ilyasova outside. No good that time. The Suns go the other way with it. And Booker kicks to Young. Buries it. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
That was massive.
Delivering in the clutch with a big shot.
Oladipo dishes to Westbrook. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. So it's Pheonix now, and the wide open shot from Warren. Good!
And you got to love the unselfish play of Bender. When he sees a teammate wide open, he does not hesitate at all to whip the ball over to him.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're behind by 1. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And now we've got the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
And you can't say enough about Young. I mean, he relishes every minute he's out there on the court. Big time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a three-point attempt.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They trail by 3. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
You know, this guy's always steady. You appreciate how consistent he is offensively every trip down.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
Boy, talk about a guy you don't want to send to the line. Booker already one of the game's better free throw shooters.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're behind by 3. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Yeah, they could go for the 2 and then foul, but you know they really like that 3.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. You guys pulled out a close one tonight. Are these the kind of wins that help you grow as a team?
Yeah, man, that's something I can agree with. Whenever we get a win like this, we get a little closer as a team, and, you know, we see what we did right in order to come away with the W. It's all about us going through that process, you know?
Man, great effort tonight. Way to close it out at the end. Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
All right, back to you, Kevin.
All right.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Hey, we showed some toughness today.
Squeeze that one out like fresh squeeze,
today,
like OJ.
Ooh. Not gonna let him run on us like that.
Nah.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Prez. You know, tonight he put up his high for the season. Found his rhythm, never let up. Just a terrific scoring effort all the way around.
Magnificent all-around performance, both on the offensive end and the defensive end. He was clearly the catalyst for this win. As many points as he was responsible for, can't ask for much more.
Listen, this guy did some work inside tonight. See, I like seeing him burst through those gaps in the defense whenever he spotted a seam. He wasn't just settling for jump shots. He was going strong to thy paint.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
The long line at the buffet, though.
Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Oh,
I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.
Take a